Dave came on the show and bragged about his squad, y'all. Like he wasn't hard on them. He was praising them. He gave them all the flowers. And then the one time he does that, y'all let my man down and take an L to the Hawks. All right. So Dave, what happened, man?
Hey, first and foremost, shout out to Kyle Lowry. He's the only one. He was the reason why we were in that game yesterday. Yeah, don't y'all think it's crazy that the two people that I talked about the most throughout the season are the two people that helped me out the last that actually did something in the last two games that we played.
No, that's how it
UD
works.
UD is the reason I won a shirt from Vaughn. Shout out to
Sorry,
you,
UD.
and Kyle Lowry put up 33 points off the bench.
Mm.
Now Jimmy had 21, but it was a bad 21. Tyler put up 22. Hey, he played. He did what he was supposed to do. But we got out rebounded like it was JV versus elementary school kids. Yo, we had yes, play it. They rebounds. We had 39 rebounds as a team. They had 41 defensive rebounds.
Bruh.
That I didn't even count the offensive rebounds yet. So we had 33 defensive rebounds and 6 offensive rebounds. Joe, guess how many offensive rebounds they had?
22.
22. 22 rebounds. And what was I saying all year? I said I don't see how we're going to get far because we have no big men on the team for real. We went and got Kevin Love, who's at the end of his career, and Cody Zeller. Wow. And the same thing I said when we got Kevin Love was okay. He filled a need, but that was about it. I didn't expect him to go put up 10 and 10 or nothing like that. I didn't expect him to be Mr. Double-Double like he was when he was with the Timberwolves, or even what he did with the Cavs when LeBron was there. He has shot 26% from three since we acquired him. That's terrible. Now, there's one person I haven't mentioned yet. Bam Adebayo. What were you doing yesterday? You let John Collins and Clint Capella play games with you, my guy. You look like me out there playing against two people that were 7 feet.
Bruh.
You got out-rebounded by every big man that was on the team. Like, what were you doing yesterday? I had in the day before the game, I said, you know what? I know what Jimmy gonna do. All I want to know is what is Bam and Tyler Hero going to do. Tyler Hero stepped up. He put up 22. And when the fourth quarter came, you had 8 points, man. 8 points. What are we gonna do with that, Bam? 8 points. You screaming about not being the defensive player of the year, how you should have been a finalist. Where was that defense last night? Where was the rebounding last night? Where was the scoring? Sadiq Bey. Come on, man. Bam. I got something else for you later. That's all I'm gonna say. I got something else for you later. Shout out to the Hawks, though. They outplayed us. They were the hungrier team. They went out there and played like it meant something for them. We went out there and played like it was a preseason game. I don't know what was going on with Miami. No one could really do anything. Kyle Lowry stepped up. Kyle Lowry had 33 points. This is nothing bad I can say about the man. He was 6 and 9, 5 and 9 from 3, 11 and 16 from the field. He shot the best out of everybody out there. We got Caleb Martin and someone else fighting for rebound, and then next thing you know, they get flushed on. Like, come on, man, what y'all doing, man? Look, y'all the one on Friday. Y'all look. This is what can happen Friday, y'all. Friday, if we win, of course, we play the Bucks in the first round. That's a loss. We're gonna lose that in like 5 or 6 games. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Tell you that right now. If we lose, we get a top 14 pick, which could be in the lottery. Miami, you have Jimmy Butler on your team, Tyler Hero, and like JMO said yesterday, Bam Adebayo. Yeah, I'm calling you that now. I'm calling you that now because you blew me. You blew me. Bam Adebayo. Until you step in the playoffs, I don't want to hear nothing from you. Because you go missing every playoff series. I don't know what you be doing, man. I don't know if you average 20 points in the playoffs. So you got some stepping up to do. I got nothing to say. Like I said, shout out to Atlanta Hawks. Trey put up 25. Look, they balled out yesterday. They did what they were supposed to do to win that game, but Miami, y'all played like y'all didn't care.
All
right, so I'm not picking on you, Dave. I'm not. All right, so I just want to play this.
Guaranteed a dub, so I was really focused on making sure that didn't happen.
That right there, you know, I seen that and I was like, Jimmy really said that? Like Jimmy said that?
Hold on, I didn't hear that full clip. What did he say?
Hold on. So he was like, I'll play it again. Hold on.
Guaranteed a dub, so I was really focused on making sure that didn't happen.
He said he needed a dub?
Yeah, he said Jimmy focused. Jimmy said he guaranteed a dub, so I was just focused on winning it, you know. So,
well,
yeah,
I mean, he guaranteed it. He didn't say that we was gonna go out there and beat the Braves, but he guaranteed it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a dub is a dub.
But I also said it would be crazy if the one person that shows up this game would be Trae Young because of the whole Julius Randle, Jimmy Butler debate. Of course, everyone, you know, Carl gonna get in here. You know, Carl's gonna get in the comments, y'all. Be prepared. He's gonna say, "Well, what is it? What's my man?
Randall.
What has Randall done in the playoffs to Jimmy Butler?" You know, we don't care about that right now. We here for the jokes. Okay, we're here for the jokes. Also, it must have been Home Alone because where's Kevin? Kevin, MIA rebounds. Like that's his thing. He could have at least tried to help.
That's his thing. That has not been his thing for a while now.
I mean, he ain't scoring, so he had to do something.
He ain't doing that. He just out there.
21 rebounds. My man Clint Capella had 4 points and 21, maybe 22 rebounds by himself. That is a 2K-esque game. Like you don't hear about that. Quinn Snyder doing something over there, man. I mean, he had them young boys ready to play in Miami. I thought the youngins was gonna come out there, Trae Young, with the whole trade scenario and just all the issues that he was having with the Hawks. I thought he was gonna come out and like tank it. Like, you know what? I don't even want to be here no more. They don't want me. So I'm not really gonna play. He said, you know what? Forget that. I'm gonna show my next team that I am that dude. And one more thing. Nothing about this season has been easy. We're gonna do it the hard way. Eric Spoelstra said that. You don't know. No. You don't want to do it the hard way. You want to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. That's not supposed to be hard at all.
Thank you, man.
So hopefully you all bounce back. Jimmy Butler say y'all got to play better. I mean,
he saw that.
That's been all season.
Joe, what's your take on it?
Go ahead, Joe.
All right, look. So, Tomo, you hit on the nose. Quinn Snyder. That was the difference. Point. I mean, we could talk about Bam, talk about Tyler Hero playing good. I mean, not Tyler Hero. Bam, Jimmy Butler. So all these guys. But at the bottom line was this: Quinn Snyder outcoached Eric Spoelstra. Point blank. Boom! Outcoached him. Dave, you my guy, right? But I got to. I don't know why we surprised they got out rebounded. Must I remind y'all? So look, let me remind y'all this. Who was the worst scoring team in the NBA this year?
Miami.
Who was the 27th worst field goal? Who had a 27th worst field goal percentage this year?
Miami.
Okay. Who was 26th in 3-point percentage this year?
Miami.
Bruh.
Who's 29th in defensive rebounding this year?
Come on. Miami.
It's Miami.
Bruh.
So, a good coach, Quinn Snyder, his game plan was this. I didn't watch it live. I actually watched it today, right? The full game. I'm watching. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, Quinn Snyder's. I'm pretty sure he told the team this: they can't rebound, they can't score. So we're going to jack up threes, and we're gonna get the offensive rebound anyway, and we can get a second chance points. Did y'all know, right, that the most threes they attempted this year was 33? They attempted 41 last night. They shot 21%, but that ain't matter. You know why? They had the fourth highest offensive rebound game they had this year, was a 22. That led it to 24 second chance points. 24-6. I'm telling you, that was a game plan. That had been a game plan. So Quinn Snyder outcoached Eric Spoelstra. He outcoached him. All right. Tyler in the first quarter, Tyler Hero too small for Hunter. That's another thing. Atlanta Hawks got 3 guards that can get their own bucket. 3 guards, and then they got Bogey off the bench. I'm sorry. Tyler Hero can't guard nobody. So I look at it like this. I wasn't surprised of the offensive rebounding or y'all only scored 95 points because this is y'all been doing all year. But we just expected Jimmy Butler to turn up because it's playoff time, and we depend on playoff Jimmy, and that didn't happen. And Javon said something in the chat, or somebody said in the chat, Jimmy Butler is super inconsistent, man. I can't depend on Jimmy Butler. Like, that's why he's not known as a superstar, because he's in and out. He out of nowhere he can give you a game. You're like, man, this dude got potential. Then he'll come out the next day and have a performance like that. Missing bunnies, like missing wild layups and stuff like that. So, and on top of that, if y'all watch that game, Atlanta was way more physical. All right. They had like 20 more paint points to them. Even after shooting 41 threes, they had over 20 more paint points to y'all. And y'all was like lackadaisical. Y'all would turn the ball over some crazy stuff, like like loose ball turnovers, like unforced turnovers. So, good job. What's the name? Quinn Snyder. You out coach Spo.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with that every time. He did not outcoach Eric Spoelstra. What did we have, Joe? They outplayed us. That's not out coaching. There's no coaching needed when they don't have no one for real, Joe. Like, come on, that's nah. He did not outcoach Eric Spoelstra. What does Eric Spoelstra have? He has no one out there to really do anything else other than what he got. Jimmy put up, like I said, Jimmy put up 21. Tyler put up 22. Our defense has been terrible. That's not on coaching. That's on the team that we have. They were hungrier. I give them credit when credit's due, but don't say that he outcoached Eric Spoelstra. That's cap.
41 threes, the most they shot all year. That led to 24 second chance points. You know that's a coincidence?
That's outplaying. That's them being hungrier.
Y'all been bad rebounding team all year, and they took advantage of it. That's coaching. They take coaching is where are they weaknesses, and we're going to attack it.
That's hunger.
That's coaching, right? You watch film, you find the weaknesses, and you expose it, and that's what they did. I say they exposed y'all weaknesses that y'all had all year that wasn't addressed: rebounding and scoring. And y'all terrible at 3-point shooting. Terrible. So, somebody outcoached somebody to me.
No, that's not how coach being outplayed.
Dave just saying, man, Spo ain't had no books. His partner thought he had some books. They tried to bet on the game, and then, Quinn Snyder showed up, and he's like, man, I got 10. And Spo was like, what you mean? For anybody who don't know, I'm talking about spades. He had no books, man. He had to play the hand that was dealt. So I see what you're saying, Dave, but I also see what Joe's saying too, because it is a little bit of film. Because it's like if they can't rebound or play defense,
it's film. But even with that, if Bam at least gets 15 rebounds and 15 points, all right.
But why would he get? All right, how about this, David? Who's the weakest link on the Hawks on defense? Trae Young. Did y'all attack Trae Young at all? Did y'all single Trae Young at all?
When Kyle Lowry.
Clint Capella is the only big on the court. Did y'all take him out the paint at all? Ice him out to clear the paint out.
We have no one to be able to do that.
Huh?
We have no one that's able to do that, Joe.
You got Jimmy Butler, right? It's your guy, right? You got Jimmy Butler.
He's a small forward. He's not a big. Like, come on, Joe. That don't make sense.
David, it's called pick and roll. whoever Capella is checking, which is Bound, you tell Bound to set a pick for Jimmy Butler. Capella comes out, and Jimmy Butler brings him out on the island, and then mismatch with Bound or something. Like, my point is, Quinn Snyder exposed y'all weakness. Eric Spoelstra did not expose the Hawk weakness. So therefore, Quinn Snyder did a better job at coaching for that game yesterday than Eric Spoelstra. Plus, y'all came out, wasn't ready. We saw it from the jump. And you can ban the players, you're right, but you have a leader as a coach supposed to prepare these guys to not be lackadaisical in the first half of the game. So all I'm saying is, I saw coaching analysis. I saw coaching from Quinn Snyder, and then Eric Spoelstra. I mean, the team wasn't ready. Sorry.
That's on the players. That's not on coach. That's on the players. That's not on the coach. He had them prepared. Trust me. I know Eric Spoelstra well enough. He had them prepared. It's just they didn't come out and play like they were prepared. That's not on him. That's on them.
Shout out to Quinn Snyder.
Shout out to Eric Spoelstra. You did what you're supposed to do. The players ain't step up.
Quinn Snyder, we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah. How many finals he been to? How many?
We talking about this year, David.
How many D playoffs he been with? Remember he was the coach of the Jazz. How far did they go now?
Okay.
Not far at all. Not far at all. Eric Spoelstra did that without a roster. So come on now.
Did what?
He got far in the playoffs without a superstar on his team. He had Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert and still couldn't get past the second round.
First of all, you're not even high on Rudy Gobert. Let's start there. So they don't even bring Rudy Gobert to the table.
Don't mean that. He a 3-time defensive player of the year, right? You got Donovan Mitchell, who's averaging 25. So you got to do more.
And that's the case, David. If Quinn Snyder is so bad, why he got coach your boy down? That makes him look worse. If Quinn Snyder is so bad of a coach, he's not better than Eric Spoelstra. Why my man Quinn Snyder there analyzing stuff and executing the game in a one and done game in Miami?
Trust me.
This is the same team y'all played last year. Don't forget about that. Same team y'all played last year that y'all beat badly because all they had was Trae Young. But now they got a little help with DeJounte Murray, who Jimmy Butler was also on defense. Trae Young, my man Trae Young, draw a lot of attention. And what Jimmy kept doing was trying to DeJounte Murray wide open. Knockdown. Whoop. Part of the game plan. They say, Trae Young, you ain't got to be aggressive. I just need you to attack the basket, draw attention, kick it out, knockdown. That's what they did all games on y'all. Coaching. He analyzed the tape. If they had McMillan, y'all would have won. But they got a coach now, Quinn Snyder.
Wow. All right. We'll see. We'll see next year.
I mean, next year. I mean, I ain't got time for next year. We're talking about right now.
I'm talking about when we play them again. We'll see next year.
I mean, Trae Young might not be there, so it might be a whole new squad. So we will see.
Trae Young might be on the Heat.
Hey, Carl, I'm not saying I'm going to hold the players accountable, but nobody mentioned Eric Spoelstra. That's what I'm saying. I'm not holding players accountable. But we cannot deny the fact that Eric Spoelstra got coached by Quinn Snyder.
Nah, that's cap.
All right. Now, if this was a series, then Eric's supposed to have his opportunities to redeem himself, but it's a play-in game, so we'll see.
Well, technically you do because he's going up against another juggernaut with either the Raptors or the Bulls. So
that's those two different teams, though. You know?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the Miami Heat issue is scoring.
Yeah.
And rebounding. And both of those teams can do that.
Yeah.
We're 1-6.
Toronto definitely can rebound.
1-6 against both of those teams this year. Now, one win was against Toronto.
So, yeah.
Uh-oh. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.